Welcome to MTG Friends. This is the final couple of days of Commander Legends spoilers, and we're finishing them off strong. Can't wait to see what they come out with tomorrow, and then we will do a recap of everything of note that are the super duper highlighted cards. So let's start with today's, which is Hull Breacher. This one is fabulous. It's 3-drop in blue, 3/2 creature, merfolk, pirate, doing what pirates do because it's got flash. But oh man, what does this thing do? I think I'm gonna look in pretty much all blue decks I have and shove this thing in there, because if an opponent would draw a card except the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, instead you create a treasure token. Wow. So if they're all about drawing extra cards, you create tokens instead, and then you can use them for your own ramp. Wow. This kind of reminds me of White's version, which is Tithe. Not the exact same mechanics, but it accomplishes a lot of similar things. I am super excited about this card. Very excited. Put in the comments what you think about this card. Are you as excited as I am about this thing? Also, before we move ahead, hit that like button, hit subscribe if you're new, hit the alerts. Moving on. All right, next up is Commander's Plate, brand new out of Commander Legends. This one is super cool. It is all about your commander. It's a 1-drop artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +3/+3 and has protection from each color that's not in your commander's color identity. This screams out mono colors for such great protection, and I don't know, maybe even Voltron, possibly, I don't know, maybe. It's equipped commander for 3, which is completely reasonable. I'm not so excited about the equipped 5 for non-commander, but you know, if you're running this, I'm thinking you're probably thinking Voltron, super commander heavy build. Liking this card. I would not be surprised if this thing spikes up in cost. Coercive Recruiter, 5-drop. Little spendy, but it's a 4/3 orc pirate. Whenever Coercive Recruiter or another pirate enters the battlefield under your control, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. Until end of turn, it gains haste and becomes a pirate in addition to its other types. So it's got some thievery going on. I would have liked to see this at round 4-drop, maybe a 3 colorless red, but you know, it's decent. It's decent. Sakashima's Will for 4, sorcery in blue. Choose one. If you control a commander, as you cast the spell, you may choose both. Target opponent chooses a creature they control, you gain control of it. Choose a creature you control. Each other creature you control becomes a copy of that creature until end of turn. I can see some serious shenanigans jank going on with this card. Yeah. That makes you go, Sakashima's Protege. It's 4 blue, 3/1 shapeshifter. I always like shapeshifters. Flash. Of course it's got flash. Cascade. Oh, it's got a cascade too. Holy moly. All right, so it's shapeshifter, flasher, cascader. You may have Sakashima's Protege enter the battlefield as a copy of any permanent that entered the battlefield this turn. Okay, super interesting. So your opponent drops something that you absolutely want to make yourself. You flash this in here, plus you get a cascade. That's some serious interesting play mechanics on your opponent's turn. I actually like this card. I would be happy to pay 6 for this kind of mechanic. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, next up, Sakashima of 1,000 Faces. That is some freaky looking artwork. It's a 4-drop legendary creature, human rogue, 3/1. You may have Sakashima of 1,000 Faces enter the battlefield as a copy of another creature you control, except it has Sakashima of 1,000 Faces other abilities. The legend rule doesn't apply to permanents you control, and it's a partner. I could see a lot being accomplished with 1,000 Faces. It's kind of janky, but it's got partner, and wow, it's right out of Commander Legends, a new printing. I'm very excited to see what people come up with building this into their decks. I think it's got a lot of potential. All right, Kanji Sky Warden, 3 white blue. It's got the Flying Vigilance. shenanigans going on. But oh wait, it's a bird wizard with 3/3 body. Whenever Kanji Skywarden attacks, attacking creatures with flying get +2/+0 until end of turn. Ooh, flyer deck, commander build. Whenever Kangi blocks, blocking creatures with flying get +0/+2 until end of turn. Wow, so it makes all of your little weenie flyers way more potent with +2s when they're attacking and +2 toughnesses when they're blocking. I could see a lot of potential in this card too. Man, they are really coming out with some crazy powerful stuff in this Commander Legends set. I'm just absolutely impressed with this set. I'm a little trepidatious about it because I just think it's flooding a lot of new cards, but I don't know. What's your opinion about this? You excited about this deck, this set? You think it's overboard? I don't know. I'm on the fence about this, but let's continue. Gilanra, Collar of Wirewood. Gilanra. It's a 3-drop 1/2 legendary creature, elf druid. We can always use more elves for elf tribal. Yeah, for sure. Legendary creature, elf druid. Tap, add green. All right, for 3, that's not super exciting. But wait, there's more. When you spend this mana to cast a spell with converted mana cost 6 or greater, draw a card, and it's got partner. I'm digging that extra mechanic of drawing ability. I like that. Hellkite Courser, 4 black. Where'd I come up with black? I'm not even going to edit that out. All right, 4 red. 6/5 creature dragon flyer. When Hellkite Courser enters the battlefield, you may put a commander you own from the command zone onto the battlefield. It gains haste. Return it to the command zone at the beginning of the next end step. I like that. That's very interesting. Sure. We'll take that in red. Lathiel the Bounteous Dawn. It's a 4-drop 2/2 in green and white. Lifelinker unicorn. Legendary creature. There's roughly, I believe, about 25 unicorn cards. So tribal isn't exactly there yet, and not all those are creatures. Most of them are. This has got lifelink. A lot of the unicorns have similar mechanics. Lifelink at the beginning of each end step. If you gained life this turn, distribute up to that many 1/1 counters among any number of other target creatures. Okay. All right. Interesting. I could see putting this in some green-white builds. Not tribal, like I just said. But yeah, I could see this. All right, now we're into the reprint section. Yuriko the Tiger's Shadow reprint. It's black, blue, colorless commander Nijitsu. Who doesn't love Nijitsu? Oh, flash this thing in with Nijitsu and with an unblockable... Well, anyways, why don't I just explain it? Return an unblocked attacker you control to hand. Put this card onto the battlefield from your hand or the command zone tapped and attacking. Lovely. And whenever a ninja you control deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. Each opponent loses life equal to that card's converted mana. So you could definitely build some ninja action out of this commander. All right, another reprint which I was absolutely shocked was being reprinted, but I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there that are going to be super excited that this is being reprinted. Mana Drain, an oldie hardcore blue spell. Blue, instant. Counter target spell at the beginning of your next main phase. Add an amount of colorless mana equal to that spell's converted mana cost. Wow, man. I'm really surprised they reprinted this along with the tutor, but you know, hey, I guess it was need of reprinting. And finally, we have Bruce Tari Boorish Herder. I may have said that right. It's a 2 red-white legendary creature, human ally 3/3. Whenever Bruce Tari Boorish Herder enters the battlefield or attacks, target creature you control gains double strike and lifelink until end of turn. And it's got partner. All right, and those are the reprints. So folks, we're rounding towards the end of this spoiler season. There's probably one more day at most, I'm thinking. There aren't that many cards left to spoil. We'll do a recap, like I said at the beginning of this episode. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, put some comments in there what you think about today's spoilers or any of the other days. Check out the other episodes. We try to keep it brief and not too crazy, but I'm going to stop talking and say thanks for being a part of the MTG Friends clan. All right, check out our next episode.